Coventry City haven't been amongst English football's A-listers since just after the millennium. English football's elite is waiting to welcome them home. 11 points will see them home. Derby County are the Championship's disruptors-in-chief. They don't read other scripts, they write their own. And Derby County have got their own promotion dream to take care of. Frank Onyeka showing what he's all about. SA. Onyeka continues his run! This place explodes with joy! Familiar soundtrack, familiar feeling! And there might not be a more popular goal scorer here right now. Frank Onyeka, he's in the hearts of Coventry City fans.
It's a hammer blow for Derby. They started the game so well. There has to be question marks over the goalkeeper. I'm not sure he should be beaten by this shot, but Onyeka, I think, really showcases his talents here. He's aggressive to win the ball back, but just look what he does when he lays it off. Does he stand and watch? No, he goes and supports. He offers himself up for the forward pass, and then he whips the shot in. Just the goalkeeper, for me, just seems to have completely misjudged it. But credit Onyeka, getting into a good position, testing the goalkeeper, who doesn't have the answer. And for a team that have started the game well in Derby, they must be devastated, because the first really serious threat on their goal, and the ball has ended up in the back of the net.
Eccles involved again. As Coventry look to close in again. Onyeka. And it was a grounded Eccles in the end. No real power in the effort to trouble Richard O'Donnell.
Yeah, it's good attacking positioning. Josh Eccles in between those Derby defensive lines. Again, look at Onyeka, how high up the pitch he is.
A reminder that they're starting tonight without Patrick Adjemang, who is on the bench for Derby tonight after his exploits with the US national team. There's Clark. Clark has managed to deliver the cross, and it's a perfect cross, which is nodded home by Ben Brereton-Diaz. Coventry City opened up, and Derby County doing what Derby County do, disrupting the big hitters in the Championship.
It's what Derby richly deserved. I just mentioned the reaction to going behind has been outstanding. They didn't feel sorry for themselves, they didn't concede a quick second, they got back on the ball, got up the pitch. I talked about Matt Clark, centre-half, loves defending, but he's a talent with the ball at his feet. He's like a winger here. The cross is an absolute beauty. Rushworth feels he can get there, so he takes a step forward. Once it goes over his head, it's just whether Brereton-Diaz is alive, his goal side of his man. And he is. He's got away from De Silva, who switched off at the far post. Look at the positivity, a centre-half stepping forward, whipping in a brilliant cross. And there's a winger on the opposite side, keeping his concentration. It's a really considered header. It's a brilliant Derby goal.
Here is Sanderson. We're into 3 additional minutes at the end of the first half. Bennell. Oh, Bennell will latch onto this. It's Bennell, and Rushworth comes up with a big save for Coventry City. He's been doing it all season. Morris. Bennell involved again. Travis. Anxiety spilling down from the stands at the CBS Arena. Huge chance for Bennell, but denied by Rushworth.
I think the opportunity came from a Coventry player, playing it into the path of Bennell. But Carl Rushworth, he's maybe made a mistake, possibly for the Derby goal, but great goalkeepers, you know, respond. And this is a quite brilliant save. Okay, it's not the most glamorous you'll ever make, but keep the ball out.
Ozo. Making his presence felt, hits the deck. Travis, no way out here for Coventry City, it's Travis. Now Brereton-Diaz. Ward on the outside. Ward with the cross. Carlton Morris keeps it alive. Burnell was in there. Clark tries to get to it. And Coventry City are on the ropes here.
Yeah, ideally you want Burnell heading that back across goal for Carlton Morris. It's the other way around, and Burnell, I think, has a chance. It's just not a powerful header. It's not a clean connection. It just kind of comes off his shoulder more than anything else. Completely mistimes it. You want those players, those two players, you know, switch round. You want Morris on the end of that knockback.
Oh, here's an opportunity for Josh Eccles, a Derby mistake. O'Donnell with the save, and Sims over the top on the follow-up. And Derby County breathe a huge sigh of relief, and most notably, Joe Ward, who's been bailed out by his keeper.
Yeah, in the first half, Rushworth redeemed himself. And O'Donnell's done similar here. Really should have done better with the Onyeka strike. It's just really good goalkeeping, similar to Rushworth. You know, as a goalkeeper, don't give an on-rushing attacker anything to really aim at. He stays big.
Grimes. Oh, slipped through beautifully. It's Van Ewijk looking to pick someone out in the middle. Ward with the clearance. Here's De Silva.
I just feel Coventry starting to turn the screw up the tempo here. Really test that Derby defence.
Eccles. Essay. Smuggled through to Eccles, who once again is outwitted by Richard O'Donnell.
Well, he just seems to put his head down and strike it at the goal. I think if he gets his head up, has a look at where the keeper is, he'll be able to slide that ball past him, lift it possibly. It's a little bit too easy, just a little give and go. Joe Ward doesn't track the run, and he hits the goalkeeper. Should be sliding that down the side of the keeper and making it 2-1. It's a really poor finish. Yeah, it looks like Frank Lampard's going to try and strike while the iron's hot. His team on the front foot, creating chances. Looks like a triple attacking change here.
Yeah, Jack Redoni, Ephraim Mason-Clark and Haji Wright have been summoned. A yellow card shown to John Eustace, who asks why.
Yeah, it's no surprise. Frank Lampard has waited an hour. His team are on the front foot, could have left it another 5-10 minutes, but believes that making this change, bringing on three of his most dangerous attackers, can win the game for them.
Coventry City are asking the questions here. Room here for Jack Redoni. Redoni continues his run, then he slips, he bounces back to his feet. It's Jack Redoni! There's the difference! Coventry City have game changers, they have match winners, and they have a second goal! Another moment to cherish in what is becoming a season to treasure. And Jack Redoni strikes in the sky blue of Coventry City. It's becoming a familiar tale.
Well, when you look at the strength that Frank Lampard has got on his bench, you might think, well, it's easy, you know, to send players on to affect a game, but the timing of it was all important. That triple change, when Coventry were on the front foot, get on your most dangerous attacking players to take advantage of the way the game was going. Redoni just lays the ball off, he just holds his run, and it's all about his balance in the end. He loses his footing, regains it, and then doesn't panic, just really passes the ball into the bottom corner. It's why Frank Lampard sent players like him on to win the game for his team, but it's the time that he sent them on was all important. He could have waited another 5 minutes, he didn't, and it's paid dividends.
There's Bobby Clark. Fraulo. He's played that ball perfectly. It's Brayton Diaz, takes a heavy touch. Rushworth's there to greet him. Penalty! Penalty given! Rushworth is convinced he got the ball. But Tom Neal says no, and it's a penalty for Derby County.
Well, let's have a good long look at this, because the touch from Brayton Diaz did look slightly heavy. Well, he absolutely does. He gets fingertips. That is not a penalty. No wonder that the Coventry players, Rushworth in particular, are furious. It's a great bit of goalkeeping that's been punished.
Ben Brayton Diaz, big moment. Brayton Diaz, no messing about. He responds again. Derby respond again.
Well, he never should have had the opportunity to beat Rushworth, but what a cool penalty this is. The majority of the crowd is baying for him to miss, but there was no panic, big deep breaths. It's a brilliant penalty.
Sakamoto. Van Erwijk, Redoni's free! It's Coventry chaos again! Jack Redoni celebrates at one end, Carl Rushworth celebrates at the other. He will feel that that is justice served. And Jack Redoni fires Coventry City in front again. Where are we heading next?
And another example of Coventry's resilience. Understandably, they're furious with the decision to give the penalty, but what did they do? They did something about it. They went down the other end and got another goal. It's a bit too easy, though. Look at the space that Redoni has. You've got centre-halves in there, you've got midfielders back helping out defensively. No one is picking Redoni up. There's pace on the cross. It's a brilliant finish.
This is it now. Ward with the throw. Clark stumbles over. Here's Ward again. Now Cruz Allen. He sends a cross in. Adjumang waiting in the middle. And it goes behind for a goal kick.
Well, this looked at a decent ball in from Allen. Wonderfully flighted. Adjumang just seemed to get up a little bit too early. He's on the way down as he maybe heads it. Just can't get his forehead on it. It's a great chance. Head that back across goal, you never know.
Coventry City, unstoppable. Derby can't stop them. No one can stop them right now. This is real. This could be happening. This could be the time. And this is how it feels to be Coventry City right now. But did they have to fight for this tonight? Another step on the road, the path to Premier League paradise. It is finished. Coventry City 3, Derby County 2.